everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Mickey Mommy Moo Show. Got my sweet boy here with us today. You all know Larry. And we are going to be talking about self-sabotage today. Because it's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we can have fun with that one. Alright, so let's dive in. Larry, what do you think when you hear self-sabotage?
Oof. Going back to bad habits.
Uh-huh.
Like, more bad places, bad situations.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Could also be a mindset thing where you intentionally don't do what's going to move the needle.
Yeah. Yeah, being afraid on the inside about things that scare you.
The unknown.
Yeah, the unknown.
Ooh, let's unpack it.
Yeah. 'Cause that's how I feel now. Because I am officially done with the 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yep.
It's scary as hell, but really, really exciting.
Yep. Went and picked up the last of my things this morning from my old job. Mm-hmm. And it's unnerving to know that, like, there's no going back, but there's nothing to go back to. Because it was a really crappy place.
Yeah, really bad. It just, like, solidified our decision that much further.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited about it. Last week, all week, he kept saying, feels like I'm on vacation. Even though we were being more productive than we've ever been, and we got more work than we've ever had. Yeah. Like, preservation-wise, with our flower business, with strikes. We just booked another one this morning for this weekend. And one day of strike is more than a week's paycheck.
Yep.
At his 9 to 5.
Yeah, for me to put in
8 hours?
Not even. I would say like 6 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
To make what I would make in 60. But the self-sabotage tells you that work is safe and that going to your 9 to 5 is the right thing to do because that's what we're told to do. Mm-hmm. When get a real job.
In the end, though, like, you think it's secure, but it's really not.
No, because they could sell right out from under you. You can get fired and replaced in the same day. Uh-huh. There's no security in a 9 to 5.
None.
Just knowing that the building will still be there in the morning.
Uh-huh. I like that. I like where you're going with that. You could also even think about self-sabotage when it comes to working out, eating nutritionally, financially, going back to old spending habits. It's something we are always trying to work on.
Yeah, because that's a habit cycle that we struggle to break is spending.
Yeah.
But no, self-sabotage comes in many a form, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I want to invite you guys to ask yourselves what you're doing that is kind of toxic to yourself in the sense of either financially, emotionally,
physically,
work-wise, in your business, in your home life. I want you to just, like, take a mental note of it. So for us, like, the things that come to mind are financially credit cards. Mm-hmm. We are toxic with our credit cards. Something else that comes to mind is working out and eating nutritionally.
Yes, because we don't do either of those things.
Yeah, well, not just that, but like when we do, it is immediate that we break the habit.
Yeah.
So we'll be good for a week, like nutritionally eating right, and then we have to go get ice cream, and then when we are eating it, like mid-eating it, it's like, man, I shouldn't have had this. Like, I want to say emotionally.
Yeah.
Moving, like, the needle in any way, shape, or form, and then, like, grabbing your phone to, like, sabotage the impact that you're making toward your goal.
Yeah, you're sabotaging your own time. I'm really bad at that, where you'll be on a roll for, like, an hour or two, and you get a whole lot of stuff done. You want to keep the ball rolling. You're like, oh, let me check my social media. And then 45 minutes goes by, and you're like, what was I even doing?
Mm-hmm. Or you lose the momentum.
Yeah, and then you try and get back into it, and the swing is gone.
Yeah, something that I've been doing a lot lately, I've been working really hard to carve out intentional time every day to work on my book. And something that I've been doing is I've been putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then I throw it across the room. Because I know, like, out of habit, my hand just reaches for it, and then I'm on Instagram or TikTok or my email or whatever it is. So I'll open up a full screen on my computer so that I'm able to not see any notifications pop up. And then I throw my phone across the room so that I'm able to dedicate specific intentional time to me and my book. And that's been a game changer in anything that I'm trying to work on. My book, in planning, and creating recipes for my Garden and Pines clients for whatever we're working on. So I recommend that you try that.
I try and do the same kind of similar thing whenever I'm doing like a preservation order or something like that, is I'll put on some music or like a podcast or something and put my phone like in another room and just kind of focus on what I'm doing. Because if I have it with me, there's like a couple minutes of downtime in between steps, and I'll pick up my phone and I'll be on it for 10 minutes and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta keep doing what I'm doing because it's kind of time sensitive with the epoxy hardening as you're working with it and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a hard mental thing to wrap your head around and to get a hold of.
But I think it's important to, like, at least take note of the things that you are trying to sabotage and the ways that you're sabotaging it, because then you can take action to prevent it from happening.
Yeah.
So, like, knowing yourself so well that it's like, okay, I know that if my phone is right next to me while I'm working on the computer, I'm going to pick up my phone while I'm mid-task when I shouldn't be. So taking the action to throw it across the room, to leave it in a different room, whatever you're trying to do to prevent that from happening so you can stay in the flow.
Yeah.
Even with, like, working out or nutritionally, like...
I was gonna say, nutritionally, like...
meal prep.
Well, we're bad with, like, having soda in the house.
Yes.
And we know it. We know it's not good for you. And,
We do it anyway.
Yeah, go to the store.
We like it.
Yeah, go to the store. Hey, pick up a case of Pepsi while you're there. And just to know, like, all right, this will be the last case, and then we're not going to get it anymore. And then one of us comes home with a case.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this will be the last case. And it just is kind of ongoing. We both know it's a problem, and
we haven't
done anything about it.
Yeah. Self-sabotage.
Yes.
Right in the forefront of our life. So, like, what's something that we could do to make that better, to intentionally... I would say not buy it.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest thing we could do, and that's what we should do.
Yeah. Even for, like, working out, like, carving out the time and sticking to your schedule and your routine to know that this is what I'm doing. There's no non-negotiable. Like, I have to go at 4:30 or 9:30 or whatever the time.
Yeah, because we had set aside time this morning for the first time for us to go to the gym, and we didn't.
Yeah. We got wrapped up in whatever we were doing, and we could have just stopped and left.
Yeah.
But we didn't, so tomorrow it is. And you're going to hold us to that. We'll report back next time we record. Well, I think that's a good place to leave you. I want you to take the time today to write down everything that you're doing that's really toxic to yourself, sabotaging behavior, so that you can at least have the knowledge in the forefront of your mind to say, this is what I need to be working on, this is what I am sabotaging it with, and how I'm sabotaging it. The why doesn't matter. Honestly, it really doesn't, because you just need to think about, like, the solution. Yeah,
it's like, what are you going to do to resolve that thing that you're doing that you don't want to be doing anymore?
Yeah.
That you know is bad for you.
Just having that, like, mental clarity to say, you know what? The longer that I spend analyzing this, the more time it's going to take and the less action is going to be had to fix the problem at hand.
Yeah. The sooner that you acknowledge it, the sooner you can work on fixing it.
Yeah. Know yourself well. Learn yourself. Learn all your traits.
Yep.
And then you'll be a better person for it. Thanks for tuning into this one, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.